Oops, sorry. That's a picture of me before I had my morning coffee. Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Dormeyer. I'm your child's math and computer teacher. And I'm actually next door in the tech room, so when you get finished here, come on over and see me and I can show you how to use your phone or computer to check your child's grades at any time. Also to use plan books so you can see what the teachers are working on and what the assignments are for the day. So when you're finished here, come on over. In math, I use the Eureka Math program. It's really strong in problem solving. Sometimes it's a bit of shock to the kids' system. When they come to 5th grade, I have really high expectations, and I find that when you set the bar high, kids generally will work really hard to meet those expectations. But the shock to their system is that when they get here, a lot of times I expect them to show all their work. They have to write a complete sentence with their answer and sometimes explain their thinking process. So I've got a quick sample here for you to see. Here's a simple story problem about apples. Right here is where you show your work. Here is where you write a complete sentence telling the answer with a label. And here is where an example of how they might explain their thought processes, such as I move the decimal 2 times to the right and then use 2 zeros to fill in the placeholders. So that's usually new for kids and it's kind of tough. But they get really good at it, so we just keep practicing. I'm sure all of you have heard about reading fluency and how kids need to read fluently in order to comprehend well. Well, math has fluency as well, and in order to have them be able to work through longer problems, they need to know those math facts. If your child is one of those that struggles with that a little bit, please help them at home to study those using flashcards or games, or if you need more ideas, I can help you out with that. We work on multiplying and dividing facts on a daily basis. I'm really working this year to give them strategies that they can use to help them with that, but we do work on those every day. I generally give plenty of class time for kids to finish their assignments, plus they do have a 40-minute study hall at the end of the day, which should give them plenty of time. When I give an assignment, it's always due the next day. I've told students, you are more than welcome to take your assignment home, have it checked over, go over it with a parent before you turn it in to be graded. So if they ever say, oh, I can't bring my homework home, that's just not true. They are welcome to bring it home anytime. Also, don't freak out if you are working problems differently than what we are. It's no big deal. There are lots of ways to solve problems, and I am one of those people. I too love the old ways, the shortcuts, but today we want kids not just to know how to do the shortcut, we want them to understand it first. So when I begin teaching them something new, I always kind of take the long road. We study it, we learn it, we draw it out, and we're trying to understand why it works. Eventually I do let them and teach them how to use the shortcut, the more efficient ways, but my goal is for them to understand how that works, why it works, before I give them the more efficient way to do things. We also do have quizzes, and I will alert you on the Remind app when we have quizzes approaching, so that gives you time to study with your child. We do some cool things like breakouts, which are kind of like escape rooms, if you've ever done that. We do MobiMax, and we also have the Scholastic Math Magazine, which is a lot of fun too. In computer class, I do not focus on speed. I am really focused on kids placing their fingers in the right places, using the right fingers for the right letters, and that's my focus for right now in keyboarding. So don't let them hunt and peck when they're at home. Tell them to use their home row keys and they'll know exactly what you mean. Later in the year we'll be learning how to use Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. We'll be doing some projects. So we've had a great first 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to a great year. Please feel free to call me or get in contact with me by email anytime if you have questions, and go Panthers!